Jesus, I'm thirsty. Won't you come and fill me? Earthly things have left me dry. Only you can satisfy. All I want is more of you. All I want is more of you. All I want is more of you. Nothing I desire, Lord, but more of you. More of you. Well, I opened the devotional a little bit differently today, if you noticed. That song was sung at our church yesterday, and yesterday was a really great service. If you've ever heard of Dave Reaver, he came and he's a war veteran. He's just so on fire for God, and well, it was a great service, and there was awesome singing and worship, and it's always great when you really get something out of the worship and out of the message, and it's just great to go to church. And a lot of people think that church is boring, but I mean, I'm thankful for my church because, you know, when you go to church, you need to feel the Spirit, and you need to be with other believers who are also there to feel God's presence. Hopefully you have a church like that, or you want to go to a church like that that really invites presence of God into church, because if you're gonna have church, why not invite God? I mean, it makes sense in my head. That song, actually I was singing with myself. I was harmonizing with myself. We sang that yesterday, and I thought that'd be a really good little message to talk about this week on Windowsill Devotions. And the verse I'm gonna share with you says the word thirst. When you're thirsty, and you kind of get this anxious feeling. You know, you're like, oh my gosh, like, give me water. And really, water only satisfies. I mean, yes, a drink, like when you're eating pizza. Soda satisfies when you're drinking. Like, soda and pizza go really well together. But for a lot of the times, water really is the only thing that satisfies. Like, if you just ran a bunch of miles, you're gonna want water. Thirsting is a very, it's very wanting. Want what you're thirsty for. You'll try and find satisfaction in other things, but they will not satisfy you, because only God satisfies, and there's a part in your heart, whether you like it or not, that only God can fill. So the verse is Psalm 63, like the second part of verse 1. Well, we can read the first part too. You, God, are my God. Earnestly I seek you. I thirst for you. My whole being longs for you. I thirst for you. Ask yourself that. Am I thirsting for God? He's really cool. And when you want to know him more, there's just so many things he shows you. It's just all beautifully connected, and he wants to show you things. And he wants you to thirst for him. He wants you to be thirsty. Ask yourself that. Am I going after God? Is he all that I want? Pretty cool thing when God comes to church, when God comes into your life, and when you let him in. Because he will quench your thirst.